Namaste बच्चों, I JV and Nishu Sharma, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Department of Science and Technology. Today our topic is log-based protocol. So, what is log-based protocol and what are the types of log protocols available in the database? So, first we discuss what is log-based protocol. In this type of protocol, any transaction cannot read or write data until it requires an appropriate lock on it. There are two types of lock. First one shared lock and second one is exclusive locks. Shared lock, it is also known as a read only lock. In a shared lock, the data item can only read by the transaction. It can be shared between the transaction because when the transaction hold a lock, then it can't update the data on the data item. Exclusive log, in the exclusive log, the data item can both read as well as written by the transaction. This lock is exclusive, and in this lock multiple transactions do not modify the same data simultaneously. There are four types of lock protocols available. First one, simplistic lock protocol. It is the simplest way of locking the data while transactions. Simplistic lock based protocol allow the transaction to get the lock on the data before insert or delete or update on it. It will unlock the data item after completing the transaction. Second is pre-claiming lock protocol. Pre-claiming lock protocol evaluate the transaction to list all the data item on which they need lock. Before initiating an execution of the transaction, it requires DBMS for all the lock on the all those data item. If all the locks are granted, then this protocol allow the transaction to begin. When the transaction is completed, then it release all the lock. If all the locks are not granted, then this protocol allow the transaction to roll back and wait until all the locks are guaranteed. Third one is two-phasing locking. So two-phase locking protocol divide the execution phase of the transaction into three parts. In the first part, when the execution of the transaction start, it seeks permission for the lock it requires. In the second part, the transaction acquire all the lock. The third phase is started as soon as the transaction release its first lock. In the third phase, the transaction cannot demand any new lock. It only release the acquire lock. There are two phases of 2PL. Growing phase. In the growing phase, a new lock on the data item may be acquired by the transaction, but none can be released. Second is shrinking phase. In the shrinking phase, existing lock held by the transaction may be released, but no new locks can be acquired. In the below example, if lock conversion is allowed, then the following phase can happen. Upgrading of lock from SA to XA is allowed in growing phase. Second, downgrading of lock from XA to SA must be done in shrinking phase. Example, the following way show how unlocking and locking work with the 2PL and two-phase locking. So transaction growing phase from step 1 to 3rd, shrinking phase होगा step 5 to 7, लॉक पॉइंट होगा इसका 3. सो अगर हम ट्रांजेक्शन देखते हैं सेकंड के लिए, तो ग्रोइंग फेज जो होगा वो 2 to 6 होगा, श्रिंकिंग फेज होगा वो 8 to 9 होगा, लॉक पॉइंट होगा वो होगा 6. अब फोर्थ हम बात करते हैं स्ट्रिक्ट टू फेज लॉकिंग. तो इसको हम 2PL के नाम से भी जानते हैं. तो फर्स्ट फेज ऑफ स्ट्रिक्ट 2PL इज सिमिलर टू 2PL. In the first phase, after acquiring all the blocks, the transaction continue to execute normally. The only difference between 2PL and strict 2PL is that strict 2PL doesn't release a lock after using it. Strict 2PL wait until the whole transaction to commit and then it release all the lock at a time. Strict 2PL protocol does not have shrinking phase of lock release. It doesn't have cascading abort as a 2PL does. So if you have any query, any doubt, then message me on the comment box. Thank you for watching us. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Thank you.